Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Yeah, today I'm continuing the reviews from Mysterious Mr. Enter. Enter. I still don't think I'm getting his name right. Yeah, I got requests for a couple of other reviews, but it feels like I haven't done his video in a really long time, and I thought I'm just gonna get back to him because why not? Yeah. Today's episode is Griffon the Brush Off. And yeah. The Gilda episode. Ooh, wait, give me a second. Yeah. Man, I haven't watched the season 1 episodes in a while. I kind of liked that Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie were doing like pranks together, because in the episode it seems like they weren't that great friends until then, which I don't know. I kind of like. I mean, no one ever said that all these ponies were friends before Twilight came to Ponyville and stuff, and I guess Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash just didn't have anything to do with each other before Twilight came and the whole Nightmare Moon thing happened. Yeah, I kind of like to see that they are sort of building up a relationship in that episode, even though we haven't really seen that again. But I don't know, I still kind of like it. And Gilda. Well, Gilda was kind of a dick, but you don't need me to tell you that. I don't know. I kind of like how like Pinkie's solution, like first she's saying she's gonna bring out the big guns, and you think, oh, what's next? And then it's a party. I mean, all the pranks turn out to be Rainbow Dash's idea, and I don't know. I kind of like it. It makes Pinkie Pie look a bit naive, if you ask me. That she thinks that she can, yeah. What should I call it? Like, teach Gilda to be nice with just being nice to her, because she is not the kind of character who would work, who something like that would work on. Is that a proper English sentence? I don't think so. But you get what I mean, right? Like, I don't know. I kind of like that she thought she could do it, and then Rainbow Dash came along with all these pranks, and I mean, it didn't turn out so well. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, Rainbow Dash and Gilda were pretty good friends until that day, but Gilda was kind of a jerk. Overall, I don't know. I like the episode. Nothing really special, but I like it. I like it. I do. So but yeah, I don't think I'm that good of a, like, don't think I'm a very critical person. So let's just see what he has to say about it, because probably a lot more than I do. Starting video in 3, 2, 1, click. It's like hugging.
This episode starts out with Pinkie Pie talking about Rainbow Dash's impressive stunts until Rainbow flies overhead, and for some reason Rainbow finds Pinkie annoying. Rainbow is distracted and crashes into a mountain in a classic cartoon gag. We get an intro, and then this episode begins again. Pinkie Pie is searching for Rainbow, and Rainbow is trying to get away. It's full of more classic cartoon gags. Yeah, this episode goes all out with the humor.
Yeah.
Eventually Pinkie Pie catches up to Rainbow, and apparently wants Rainbow to help pull some pranks on their friends. And they surprisingly bond over it. The pranks seem to make varying degrees of sense. The miscolored apples just seem weird unless you've watched Family Appreciation Day. They stop at Fluttershy because, according to Pinkie, she's way too sensitive for even their most harmless prank. And knowing Fluttershy, they're probably right. The next day, Pinkie is ready to do more pranking. However, when she gets to Rainbow's house, now available at Toys R Us for $19.95, she sees a Griffon. Her name is Gilda, and she's an old friend of Rainbow's. And she's Scrappy number 2. I suppose now is a good time as any to go over how I deal with Scrappies. Everyone who watches the show usually has at least one character they don't like Diamond Tiara, Angel Bunny, and sometimes even one of the main 6. If that's the case, they usually destroy an episode for the viewer. If the character is in character, I cannot count it as a criticism against the episode, unless they're a poorly written one-shot. Personally, I don't hate Gilda, but I don't like her either. Is there any character that I do hate? No, of course not. Gilda and Rainbow Dash perform something called the Junior Speedster Chant, which apparently counts as a song. Except it's not a song.
No,
at all.
You Dash. Junior Speedsters are our lives. Skybound swords and daring dives. Junior Speedsters, it's our quest to someday be the very best.
After that, Rainbow and Gilda fly off to catch up, leaving Pinky a little down. Later, Pinky goes back into stalker mode and chases after them using trampolines, balloons, and a Dr. Seuss-style flying mobile, all are destroyed by Gilda. Pinky manages to get on Gilda's nerves, while Rainbow stays oblivious to the whole thing. And while I don't hate Gilda, she is a one-note bully, and her lingo is...
Under that cloud up there is a gnarly dragon egg.
Painful. She is holding this episode back. Pinky goes to Twilight for advice, and Twilight suggests that Pinkie Pie is jealous. Pinky gets understandably angry about it and barges out. But then she starts to consider the fact that she's actually wrong. That is pretty mature, and in my opinion, one of the show's earliest shining moments. Pinky tries to get her mind off things in what I
seen a
presume to be the
YGP
town
that makes
square,
horrible
where she
things
sees
with
Gilda
that
start pulling
scene.
pranks on unsuspecting townsponies. They're all intentionally cruel, and Pinkie Pie sees them all. She starts dealing with the cognitive dissonance of trying to believe that Gilda is good, and the fact that she's pulling these pranks. Wait, did I just use the words cognitive dissonance to describe something in a cartoon? Okay. The last straw is broken when Fluttershy runs into Gilda. Gilda does not take it well, and she roars at Fluttershy, causing her to run away crying. If you're wondering, this is why people hate Gilda. Pinkie Pie sees this and decides that it calls for extreme measures.
No, she didn't say anything about
Which happens
big
to be a
guns.
party.
I
All of the
forgot
main
about
6
that.
are there, including Fluttershy. Yeah, I have no idea why Fluttershy is there either. Gilda just roared in her face. She visibly doesn't want to be there, and she furthers the plot in no way whatsoever. If she's coming just for Pinkie Pie, they must be closer than I thought. Gilda comes in and starts suffering from prank after prank after prank. Pinky's lines during this scene are hilarious.
I'm watching you like a hawk.
Yeah, I like that one.
Can't you watch me like a griffin?
Gilda eventually snaps and starts seeing pranks where there aren't any. During Pin the Tail on the Pony, she flips out and makes a fool of herself in front of Rainbow Dash.
This is your idea of a good time? I've never met a lamer bunch of dweebs in all my life. And Pinkie Pie, you are Queen Lame-o with your weak little party pranks. Did you really think you could make me lose my cool? Well, Dash and I have 10 times as much cool as the rest of you put together.
Rainbow isn't amused.
No.
You know, Gilda, I was the one who set up all those weak pranks at this party. What? Ooh. So I guess I'm Queen Lame-o. Come on, Dash, you're joshing me. They weren't all meant for you specifically. It was just dumb luck that you set them all off. And you sure didn't need any help making a fool of yourself. You know, this is not how I thought my old friends would treat my new friends. If being cool is all you care about, maybe you should go find some new cool friends someplace else.
Twilight apologizes, and we end on a lesson that false friends will reveal themselves in time. A moral that I am personally not entirely sold on. I don't know why people hate on this episode so much. Well, I do.
They
but
do?
Personally, I find it quite underrated, because there's just so much humor to it, and there are a few shining moments. Rainbow's speech at the end is obvious, but there's also the fact that this episode brought up cognitive dissonance, which I still can't believe. And then there's the fact that we all knew that Pinky was in the right, but she actually considered that she was wrong. That's something you don't see too often in most media. What holds this episode back is Gilda herself. Though I personally don't hate her, I will admit that she was written a one-note bully with a vocabulary of a 90s middle schooler. Griffon the Brush-Off gets a silver. If you give Dash's friend a little more personality, you just might get that gold.
Just wait till season 5.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
What? Okay then. Yeah. I guess we're for the most part the same opinion. I didn't know that a lot of people hate on this episode. I really didn't. Yeah. I mean, sure, I too see why. That sounded wrong, but I think it's correct, right? Yeah, Gilda, kind of a jerk. Though, I personally must say I still liked her more than Trixie. Trixie was the worst. And I mean, sure, now after season 5, I do like her, but not in that episode. So I can see why people really don't like it. I guess, like him, saw the good things about the episode. And yeah, I did enjoy it. I liked it. Yeah. What else could I say? Yeah, the speech from Rainbow Dash was one of the highlights of the episode, probably, if not the highlight. I really liked it. I like, now that he mentioned it, I totally forgot about it, but now that he mentioned it, it's true. It is pretty unusual in media that one of the characters is first so sure of considered himself being wrong about something. Like, at least in situations like that from Pinkie Pie. I haven't seen that before. It's true. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I mean, I could repeat everything he says now and say that I agree, because I agree. Just, I mean, like, sure, there are some parts that I didn't consider, that I didn't think of, which is why I'm not a critic or a review, and he is. If I would really try to make a review, I probably could pull it off somewhat okay, but maybe one day. But yeah, instead I'll just say, yeah, what will I say? There's not a whole lot I could say at this point. I enjoyed this video, and I don't know what to say. I can't say anything, so before I stretch the length of this video even more with lots of silence and me not knowing what I have to say, I'm just gonna end it right here. I think 12 minutes is okay. So I hope you liked this little commentary, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.